need money. Desperately. You find the job listing on the third page of a site you've never heard of. Night shift workers needed. No experience required. $45 an hour. No company name. Just a phone number. You call. A woman's voice answers before the first ring ends. Can you start tonight? You say yes. She gives you an address. No interview. No questions. No background check. You arrive at 9 p.m. It's a bus station. Empty. A charter bus idles in the parking lot, engine running, lights off. The door hisses open. You climb aboard. 11 other people sit in the darkness. Nobody speaks. The driver doesn't look at you. The doors close. You drive for 2 hours into the desert. No highway signs, no exits, no other cars. Just darkness. Arrival. The bus stops. You step out into a city. It's 11 p.m., but every streetlight is on. Buildings stretch into the sky. Glass, steel, concrete. But there's no one here. The streets are clean, too clean. Cars are parked perfectly, all the same model, all black. Store windows are lit, but empty inside. No mannequins, no products, just light. The woman from the phone meets you at the bus, clipboard in hand. She assigns you a building. 3rd floor, room 304. Your shift ends at 6 a.m. She hands you a key card. Do not leave your assigned floor. Do not enter locked rooms. Do not ask questions. You take the card. The other workers scatter to different buildings. You enter yours. The elevator smells like vanilla and copper. Room 304. You unlock the door. It's an office, desk, computer, filing cabinets. A printed schedule sits on the desk. 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., data entry. 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., file organization. 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., monitoring. 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., reset. The computer is already on. You start typing numbers from handwritten forms into spreadsheets. The numbers don't make sense. Coordinates, dates from the future, names you don't recognize. You type anyway. At 1 a.m., you organize files. Every file is labeled with a city name: Detroit, Lagos, Seoul, Mumbai. Inside each file are photographs of intersections, time-stamped, dated, but the dates are wrong. 3 years from now, 5 years ago, next week. You file them alphabetically. At 3 a.m., you monitor. 12 screens show security camera feeds, empty streets, empty buildings, empty parks. This city. But sometimes you see something. A shadow moves between frames. A door closes that was open. A car that wasn't there before. You write it down in the log. Time, location, observation. At 5 a.m., you reset. You delete all the day's entries. You shred the handwritten forms. You wipe the screens. At 6 a.m., the lights flicker. You leave. The bus is waiting. First paycheck, $1,800. Cash. Delivered to your apartment in a manila envelope. No pay stub, no taxes, no paper trail. You count it 3 times. It's real. You work 5 nights a week now. Same routine, same building, same empty city. But you're noticing patterns. The coordinates you type, they match the intersections in the files. The timestamps on the photos, they match the monitoring logs. You're documenting something. but you don't know what. Second month, $7,200. The woman calls you. You're being promoted. Floor 7, room 712, $65 an hour. You accept. Deeper access. Room 712 is different. No windows, reinforced door, biometric lock. Your new tasks: transcribe audio recordings. The recordings are phone calls, conversations in different languages, people talking about their day, their families, their plans. Normal conversations. Except the dates don't match. A woman talks about her daughter's graduation. The timestamp is from 2029. A man discusses a business meeting. The timestamp is from 1987. You transcribe it all. You don't ask questions. At 3 a.m., you start labeling packages. Small boxes, perfectly sealed. Names and addresses written in your handwriting. Addresses in cities you recognize. You seal them. You place them on a conveyor belt. They disappear into the wall. The pay? $13,000 a month. You buy a new car. You tell your family you got a remote tech job. They're proud of you.
Week 14. You hear a door open down the hall. Footsteps. You freeze. The rules were clear. You're alone on this floor. The footsteps pass your door. You wait 5 minutes. Then you look. The hallway is empty, but door 708 is cracked open. It was locked before. You know you shouldn't. You step inside. It's identical to your room. Same desk, same computer, same files. But the monitor shows a live feed. Your apartment. Your bedroom. You sleeping in your bed. Timestamp. Tonight, 11:04 p.m. But you're here. You're awake. You're seeing yourself. You back out slowly. The door closes. You hear it lock. You don't tell anyone. You keep working. Month 6. The woman meets you at the bus. You're ready for management. Floor 12, $150,000 salary, full benefits, but you'll need to relocate. Here, she hands you an apartment key, Building 7, Unit 1204. You hesitate. In the city? You ask. She nods. You'll work and live here, full time. Most workers make this transition eventually. You look at the money. 6 figures. No rent, no utilities, everything provided. You take the key. You move in that night. The apartment is perfect, modern, clean, fully furnished, floor-to-ceiling windows. But the view is just other buildings, empty streets, no people. You are now a resident of a city that doesn't exist. You stop taking the bus. You walk to work now. 3 blocks. The streets never change. Same parked cars, same positions, same newspapers in the boxes, same date. You work in room 1207 now. Your job? Coordinate shipments. The packages you used to label, you now route them, thousands per night, to addresses all over the world. You don't know what's inside. You stopped wondering. The pay, $180,000. You have everything you need. Groceries appear in your apartment, clothes in your closet, food in your refrigerator. You never order them. They just appear. You haven't spoken to anyone in 3 weeks. The other workers, you see them sometimes, in their windows, in the hallways, but no one makes eye contact. No one speaks. It's the unspoken rule. Month 10. You try to leave, just a test. You walk to where the bus used to drop you off. The road stretches into desert. You walk for an hour. The city lights never get farther away. You turn around. You're in front of your building. You try a different direction. Same result. You try to call someone. Your phone has signal, but when you dial, it rings once and disconnects. Every number, every contact. You open your laptop. Internet works, but every website is a cached version. News from 6 months ago. Social media frozen in time. You pull up a map. This city doesn't exist. The coordinates show empty desert. You already knew that, but now you understand. You can't leave. You never could. The truth. You break another rule. You enter the basement. It's not locked. It should be, but the door opens. Inside, server rooms, rows and rows of machines, humming, blinking, processing, and screens, hundreds of them, showing feeds, cities, real cities, intersections, buildings, people. The coordinates you typed, the files you organized, the packages you routed. This city is a hub, a processing center for something bigger. You see your hometown on a screen, the intersection you grew up on, real people walking, living their lives. And then you see it, a timestamp in the corner, 3 weeks from now. The city doesn't exist, but it's watching everything, recording, predicting, coordinating, and you're part of the machine. You hear footsteps behind you, the woman's voice. You weren't supposed to see this yet, but it's fine. You're not going anywhere anyway. She hands you a new key card. Floor 15, Chief Operations, $300,000. Welcome to permanent placement. You take the card, because what else can you do? The city doesn't exist, but you do. And this is where you live now, forever.